What's up, everybody? It's Dr. Slavic here, but you can call me M. On the last episode of Spyro, we completed Dr. Shemp, we completed the flight level to clear out the Peacekeepers, and we came here and swept up through the Magic Crafters overworld. Now we're going into the first level of the Magic Crafters, Alpine Ridge. And while I've been pretty good, I've missed a few gems in some levels, but I've been pretty good about knowing where everything is. These later levels, these are where I'm going to start to take some more time and have to really think about where things are. Because I have not done the second half of the game nearly as much as I've done the first half. And by first half, it's more like the first third. Because I've done Artisans and Peacekeepers, like, every year since as far as I can remember. And this is usually where I start to get, not anymore, but we'll see that it can be a little tricky. Over here we have, they're playing, I think, is that a Wumpa Fruit? I think those are Wumpa Fruits from Crash Bandicoot. That's pretty cool. These things are terrifying in the original, and they're not quite so bad now. We have more of these metal druids against cliffs, and that is just the most dickish placement for them. And you're starting to see how they can incorporate these wizard guys into levels, and make platforming challenges with them instead of just, hey, run up and flame them. And it loves to do that in this level. So you can see those stairs are going to transmogrify. I don't know why I used transmogrify, but it was a fun word to say. Alright, we're going to hop up. So you can see when Spyro slides down something, he rolls, which is a fun little, cute little touch. Slam into these druids. So yeah, it's been a few days since I last recorded, so it might take me a second to get back into the groove. I'm going to take out that chest and head over here. I'm going to talk to our first dragon, Zane.
Oh, Spyro, you're not afraid of those big, noisy, gigantic, awful beasts, are you?
Of course not.
Oh, good. I didn't think so.
Thanks, Zane. That was a useful hint. Are you afraid of those? No. Excellent. So we have a branching path here. And like an actual branching path, not just a side path. We can go down there to where that big, awful, nasty thing is that I'm not afraid of. I don't think so anyways. Or we can head over there where we can see a wizard battle occurring. I'm going to tell you right now the best choice is to miss and fall to your death. Because having 25 lives is an unlucky number. You really don't want to have 25 lives in Spyro the Dragon or a bunch of bad shit will happen. So you want to make sure you off yourself at least once a level to keep that number a little on the lower side. 20 out of 26. Anyways, what you want to do is hop up here, and then from this corner, you want to fly over here to the wizard battle. That wizard is going to lift himself up. This wizard just runs around, and then he's going to see you. He's going to cast foul ice magics on you. You have to back up, wait for him to drop his platform, and slam him. I don't think I've really talked about what geographically the Magic Crafters is supposed to be. And it's pretty much just like, I don't know, Easternish, Southeastern European. Kind of like Switzerland, or North Europe, Sweden and stuff. It's just more castles. There's a lot of castles in Spyro. The first one anyways. I never really realized it until I started talking about every single level. But I feel like everything in Spyro is a castle. Now the next world will change that, so don't worry. This is a fun one. Man, I wish Spyro would jump faster. Kill them. I should have scared them. They'll all run around if you come up here. Oh well. I don't think I can hit anything with that, but that's fine. So you want to go up this path because it ultimately is going to lead back to the other way we could have gone. So there's not really any reason to go there. I don't know why they did that. I think that's a red gem that I missed. Yeah. Nice. Nice. So we're going to climb back up here. And we're going to take out that awful, nasty beast that I'm not afraid of. I didn't think... They do a weird body slam attack. They're really weird enemies. As you can see, they start to get a bit lazier with the enemies in this world. You start seeing more repeats of enemies from the overworld, like these wizards, or like the metal druids that are very common, like, everywhere. See, here's exactly what I'm talking about. But even still, they continue to keep new enemies, like the big, awful, nasty beasts, and the ice wizards. Alright, I'm gonna let you do your thing. I love that the gems and treasure hop when he does that. That's a nice touch. Alright, I don't think so. Grab those. Magic Crafters is just like the peak aesthetic of Spyro the Dragon, I think. Everything's very magical.
Thank you for releasing me.
We got the... Oh. I like that he wobbled when he flies. It must have been fun coming up with, like, a design mannerisms for every single dragon in this game. I like how slowly the druids move. So we got a whole pit of big, awful, nasty beast, blah, 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 and their master, that druid. I call them druids. I think a dragon later on will call them druids. He's just gonna wander around. You can flame them. I don't remember, in the original, they will like roar at you and taunt you if you're a certain distance away. I'll see if I can get them to do that. I don't remember if that's in the Reignited or not. Well, that didn't... No. Maybe they just... Okay. Let's see if we can get it to happen. No, he just seems to want to charge you, which is fair. So yeah, that wizard brought him up, which is a fun little... Alright. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna be... Yeah, no. Okay. They used to have like a... Oh! Whatever that was it. They stand up, they roar, and make sure you don't charge those fireworks. We haven't seen these in a few worlds. Got those beautiful gushers. Anytime I see the blue and yellow gems, I just think they're gushers. Alright, back up. I like the one... Yeah, you see they get fun with the enemies, so... Their corpses will get in the way if you try to charge immediately, so you have to be careful. Just a lot of fun stuff you can do with these. Grab these yellow gems. And we're going to talk to Xander.
Great work, Spyro. If you keep this up, you'll learn all the tricks of the Magic Crafter's world.
All the tricks. There's not that many tricks. This is a shortcut back to the beginning of the world, which is actually nice. You can tell that they expect people to not go through that side path on their first time through. So they give you a little shortcut back so you don't have to cut through all the enemies again. We're going to glide over... No, we already did that. What am I doing? Absolutely foolish. This is amateurish. Alright, we're going to go up these stairs again, and from this cliff, we're going to head over to where we saw a dragon earlier, into this little alcove. We can see another damn thief. But first, let's talk to Kelvin.
Remember that these blue thieves have stolen eggs outside the Magic Crafter's world as well.
Don't worry, I'll take care of them.
If my memory serves right, we actually only have egg thieves to catch in Magic Crafters now. I don't believe that there's any that we've missed in any other worlds, and I don't think there's any that appear later on. So this is the first like egg thief track that we're seeing in the series, and these are pretty common later on, but right now it's just run through, collect some treasure, and try not to fall off. Later on they get more advanced with side paths and stuff, especially in Spyro the Dragon 3. I don't really call it Spyro the Dragon 3. Year of the Dragon is usually what the normal person would call it. And now you're seeing the full extent of how annoying thieves can be, because here it's a lot harder to cut corners because you can fall to your death, but at least they were nice enough to put a dragon there. Come on. Any second now. There's always this conundrum of chasing thieves on a long path like this, of do I stop to get the gems or do I keep chasing the thief? I think that I've gotten all the gems on this path though, so I'm just gonna hone in my focus. Let you enjoy the music. And we got him. Give me that egg. Yeah, I think there's like one more egg or something. The rest of the level is on these little islands. This is a little tricky. If you get careless with these firework boxes, you can lead to your own demise. Okay, that was a precariously placed gem. As far as I know, there's no glitches or anything that lets you lose gems. You don't have to worry about a gem falling off. If a gem were to fall off, usually it just goes back to you. Okay, I got worried. I forgot that yellows were worth 10. Alright, so that's everything here. Let's go back to the portal. Over here. And this is just, like I said, it's peak Spyro design. Just beautiful waterfalls, snowy mountains, elegant castle palace stuff, and returning home. Easy, easy. So Alpine Ridge is an easy level. The other two levels in this world are not quite so straightforward, as I will show once we get to them. Once Spyro gets there. Gotta love loading times. Alright. So make sure we take... Oh, wait, I forgot where we were. Ram through as many enemies as we can, just so we... Okay, I don't know why I always try to do that. I'm never gonna... Oh. Alright, we're going to the high caves now. It's the caves where people are high. Like wizards. Weed wizards. Weedzards. That's pretty stupid. High caves are a pretty annoying level. There's a lot of different mechanics in it, and it can be very confusing to navigate, so we might spend some time here. So bear down, bear with me. Thanks! I love when Spyro does a huge loop for his entrance. Alright. So immediately off the bat, you can go forward, but we have these titanic ants, or spiders. They cannot be flamed or charged. As you can see there, if you try to run past them, they're extremely fast, and chances are they will kill you. I'm gonna let that happen just because I don't have any life now. But yeah, so that's immediately the first problem. This is a level that sort of forces you to take the quote-unquote side path instead of just cutting straight through. I wish I didn't die because reloading takes a hot second. So yeah. Instead, you're very strongly encouraged to go to the left, past these ice wizards who are having another wizard battle. And it's against these... Hey, wait a second. Those are the same designs as the wizards that move things, I think. I don't believe they had the same design in the original. So that's interesting. The tornadoes are a little irritating. So yeah, the weather wizards seem to disagree with the ice wizards, although you'd think that an ice wizard would be a type of weather wizard. Alright. God damn it. All that patience for nothing. And that's the problem with using charge to speed through the levels, and it's a fair punishment for being hasty, but... So as you can see, there's already like a lot of weird contrasting elements between the giant metal spiders, the wizard wars. Those tornadoes, like, are kind of hard to see against the sky, not gonna lie. Oh. Awesome. Alright, we gotta kill you. Hide in this alcove. Alcove is the word of the day, I swear. You know what, whatever, just keep running. Yeah. He doesn't seem to care. Bye. Up here we have a dragon, so that when we die we don't have to go back to Spider Cave. And this is Cyrus!
Please do something about these green druids. They insist on moving everything in sight.
Okay, so the wizards are actually the druids. The metal guys that I've been calling druids are not druids. This is some tricky platforming, but when you kill them, the platforms stop. And you can't go back, so that it doesn't really matter. Alright, we're gonna grab here and head up here into the room full of chests that exists for some reason. Got some more dragon pictures. Hey, that's the guy who's from Toasty. They got lazy with the assets. Unbelievable. Alright. Moving forward, we have a bit of a new mechanic. And by bit, I mean a new mechanic. If you fall, these fairies will sprite you away, all the way up to here. This is a big super, I almost said super jump, which is not inaccurate. But we're going to talk to Ajax first.
I hate those bugs. When I become big and strong like you, I'll squash them all.
Until then, remember that supercharge makes you invincible.
So he's giving us a little hint there that we can break through the bugs with supercharge. First, let's grab all the treasure that we missed when I showed that quote-unquote shortcut. Because there's quite a bit of treasure just around this area where the fairies catch you. Here we go. I was so close. Oh well. Stop, stop, stop. Thank you. Can you shortcut that? Like, it'd just be a shortcut back, so it doesn't really matter, but it looks like you could shortcut that back. I'm gonna fly over to this cave. I assume this is gonna be full of spiders. Oh, it's not! Hey! I can deal with that. Cedric, you're not a spider.
Try combining your supercharge with jumping and gliding, and really explore the high caves.
Yeah, so Cyrus is telling us the most difficult gameplay aspect of Spyro the Dragon, which is super jumping. It's not going to be so bad in the high caves, but later levels are infamous because it is very, very unclear where to go when you can do a super jump like anywhere, as you will see eventually. I do want to make sure I get all these gems before I start jumping around like a lunatic. More fireworks, so gotta be careful. The beautiful gem sound. Alright. Those ceilings are rather nice. I don't know why they're like that. It's gotta be a hard material to work with. Alright, we're going to glide. We see a thief over there. There are so many thieves in Magic Crafters. Alright. Bam, bam, bam. Boozled. And we're gonna glide over here to this thief. He's gonna run. I'm just getting a little tired of thieves. The thieves are not nearly so prominent in the other Spyro games. I don't even remember this thief or this entire section. That's whack, dude. Come on. Get along, little doggy. Might as well grab the treasure on my way through. So one thing that I did want to talk about, and I guess no better time than when I'm chasing this thief around, is the prospect of a new Spyro game. Right now, Spyro is being published by Activision and developed by Toys for Bob. It's in a very similar boat to Crash Bandicoot. It's a very similar boat to Crash Bandicoot in terms of how the games are being handled. Crash Bandicoot just had a quote-unquote fourth game, a new game announced. So, I'm not saying that we're going to get a new Spyro game, but I am saying it would be very hype if we got a new Spyro game. I don't know fully what I would want from a new Spyro. They obviously have had trouble, multiple companies have had trouble pinning down what makes Spyro the Dragon, like, good. As you can see, when you super jump, you just leap off a ramp and come back to where we already were. Yeah, so I'm a little worried about what they would do in a Spyro game. As we'll see when we go through the series, each Spyro game has its own like set of collectibles and abilities and gameplay style. So it's not really like you could just continue that because, well, they're different. So how to handle it? I don't really know. Do I want them to handle it? Absolutely. I would die for a new Spyro game right now. Granted, I'm getting a lot of game wishes that I would want, like Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition came out, which is like one of the games I would want the most, and now it exists, so that's hype. A new Pokemon Snap game is... Oh, here we go. Sorry to interrupt myself. And I have not been sorry for all the other times I've interrupted myself through this series. But here, this is the power of those spinny boxes. No chasing that thief around. Just smack him with a piece of metal. Alright. One last time over here. We have one last thing we have to do, and that's clear out the spider caves. And by spider caves, I mean garage. Is that a funny joke? I really don't think so. Whatever. But yeah, a new Pokemon Snap game was announced, and Pokemon Snap is one of my favorite games of all time. So, like, to keep this trend going, I would love for Toys for Bob to introduce a new Spyro game. I think it would be very well received right now. I think it's been long enough since games like Enter the Dragonfly. I don't think people are going to be super sketchy on a new dragon game, a new Spyro game, especially since Reignited came out and was well received and made everyone nostalgic for Spyro again. So I think they could get away with a new Spyro game and not have it be very critically under a microscope or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. I hope so, because I sure don't. We're missing a lot of stuff still. Yeah, these caves, the quote-unquote high caves. Oh, here we go. Oh! Yeah, I saw you. Yeah, there's spider webs. These looked more like ants in the original. But between the spider webs and the HD graphics, these are definitely spiders. Alright. So in case this level didn't have enough gimmicks, well, here's a fairy, and she will... What the fuck? Alright, if the camera doesn't freak out, she will give Spyro a little kiss. This gives him Super Flame. Super Flame is exactly what it sounds like. It lets you Super Flame. Castle Super Flame. Yeah, and you can use that to kill them. There's another one earlier in the level, if you remember. The way to get to that is receive the kiss, and instead of carving your way through all the caves again, glide over here, back to the beginning of the level. This is a little fun little trick. Alright, and we'll find... Wait. Hello? 13 gems, huh? Alright, you know what time it is. Snip, snip. I'm gonna see you when we find those 13 gems, okay? Aha! Alright. Up here, where we saw the fairy, giving us a little kissy-kissy, you can glide down here onto this platform. There's 5 gems right here, and hopefully... Yeah! Yellow or blue gem? Perfect! Alright. That's all the gems that we have in the high caves. Just for the sake of making this feel complete, I'm still gonna head to the old ending of the level. Awesome. No, I made a good choice in going to the end of the level and then immediately dying. Couldn't have asked for anything else. Am I back at the top at least? Okay, good. Make sure you press at the top of your jump. The top of your jump. Not the middle, not the bottom. Spiral platforming isn't hard, but it does require you to be pretty on top of knowing when to double jump. Alright, back up to the cave of running. And... whee! Returning home. Whoa! Sometimes you land on those things and Spyro goes flying into the air. Alright, 4,300 gems. It's a real shame it doesn't end at 420 after that. Or I guess 4,200, but come on. High caves, magic crafters, dragons. It's so clear. What's clear? I don't know. Alright. The next level we're going to go to is not the flight level that's inside this cave, but, whoops, Butte. Don't get zappified. Kill you so you don't kill me while I'm doing my outro. A wizard peak! That's right! On the next episode of Spyro the Dragon, we'll be going to the Wizard Peak. After the Wizard Peak, we'll be taking on the boss of the Magic Crafters, and we'll see where we go from there. Thank you for watching, and I've been a wizard. Goodbye!